Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a quick recap regarding the midterm elections. About 90% of the races are finished. Just going to do a quick overview on this. 36 governors elections, 33 are finished, and the only ones we're waiting for are Alaska, Arizona, and Nevada. So, pretty much every single governor won re-election. And in the case of Oregon, Kotek, who is the heir apparent to Brown, won. And in Hawaii, Green won, and he was the lieutenant governor for David Icke. Furthermore, new governors. Jim Pillen won in Nebraska. We have Sanders, who won in Arkansas. And let's see, we don't have much more, I think, when it comes to new governors. No, that's pretty much it. So, when it comes to the voting being counted, Alaska's currently about 75% in, and Dunleavy is leading by about 30 points, I think. Dunleavy is above 50, so he will be winning in round 1. So we can kind of mark him up as finished already. Lake, I think she's behind by about a half a point. And there's still 20% of the vote need to be counted. And Maricopa County is an absolute fucking shit show. It has been for the past 4 elections. So, yeah. It's kind of a disgrace that it's still working this way. Nevada, Lombardo is leading by about 3.5 points. So he is probably going to win. So that is the side on the governors. Let's move over to the Senate. And we have basically the same thing going. So we have Britt. She was expected to win. She's going to succeed Shelby. Boozman wins re-election. Padilla does. Bennett, Blumenthal. Basically, the hands of the Senate didn't really change. The only thing that really changed was Portman changed to Vance in Ohio, and then you have Toomey's seat switching to Fetterman, so that's a flip. At the essential here, Oz Fetterman was always kind of a toss-up. Was mostly due to turnout differential, which way it would go. Warnock versus Walker. This is a runoff. It's going to be in about a month, and well, it's going to be a coin toss at the moment. Murkowski and Chewbacca, they're neck and neck. I said initially that Chewbacca was going to have about 44% of the vote. That stands tall, and it's probably going to go to about 46-47 in round 2, and in round 3 she's going to lose, so I think Murkowski's going to hang on. And Masters is currently trailing by about 4 points with 20% of the vote still to be counted. My prediction is a little bit off because I had Bolduc winning, and of course I expected the McConnells and Graham to actually do something, but I was wrong, I guess. But then again, expecting Republican leadership to support their own candidates is apparently too much to ask. So, now we're just going to put everything in here. So we have 408 races finished, 387 I had was correct. It's only 21, that's not really a bad average. It's about 5% off. So are there really any surprises here? Well, not so much, I think. We can check individual races, but I don't think that's going to be a necessary feat. So yeah, the surprises for me, I think Chabot, I think was gonna hang on by about a point or two, and then next cycle around was gonna flip. So it's a little earlier than I expected, but it was bound to happen anyway. Leave it underperforming a little bit. Robertson underperforming. That's a bit surprising in my opinion. Schweikert, currently he is losing by about 1 point, but then there's still 20% of the vote to be counted. So there is a possibility that he swings out in a victory. Magaziner, well, kind of localized race. What is it? D plus 17 district. And I was expecting him to underperform, but apparently that didn't really happen. Harrell still uncalled for the moment. Kisner, I overestimated the man. Poliquin, I think he's going to lose now, so we can switch that to Golden. Kent, currently favored to win. I expected Zimmerman to win, but apparently Santos won, so that's a positive swing. Becker currently looks like she's losing, so that's a little off. Maybe next time around. Gibbs, I expected him to be winning by about 1 or 2%, and then the next cycle around it would flip. So it's a little earlier than expected. Bobert and Kylie are currently leading, so that is within expectations. Gillen over at New York's 4th, so that's the southern side of Nassau County. Despacito won, so that's a surprise flip for me, because this is a more Democrat leading side of Long Island. So that's a pleasant surprise. See, furthermore, we have Chavez in Oregon. She's currently leading, so that's within expectations. Then we have Salinas in Oregon 6. She's leading. Barrett is narrowly leading at the moment, so there's a possibility he ekes out a victory, but it's getting a little tighter. Siscomani, he's currently leading. So once again, they have Spanberger. She overperformed. So this is basically how it's going to look like. Initially I did say if Virginia's 2nd flips, it's a normal election. If 7th goes, it's a wave. And if the 10th goes, or what was it? The 10th, which is Loudoun County. If that one goes, then it's really a tsunami. So in this case, Spanberger stayed, and I really should have expected the CIA to really work to have their inside man in Congress stay in there. So that was kind of expected in hindsight. Wild and Cartwright hanged on narrowly. That's a surprise, because I thought they were going to go down. Same goes for Slotkin and Kildee. I was expecting them to go down as well. So that's a little, unexpected, I guess. Kirkmeyer, very narrow race, we can't really call it yet. Capture, hang on, and maybe next cycle around. But maybe this is the Toledo side of rigging the vote. So Ohio really needs to get their act together when it comes to election integrity. So yeah, Virginia's 10th, was it with Wexton? She hanged on by about 3 points, so that was surprising. That Virginia's 7th was actually the one that went safer. Furthermore, we went in North Carolina. We have Nickel winning, and I was expecting Hines to go to win, but a little off, I guess. Same thing as with Sykes in Ohio. Duarte is currently leading with little margin. Mullen leading. Overall, there were some swing seats that I expected them to switch, and they didn't quite do it. So of the remaining ones, I think the vast majority of them are going to be correct in my estimation. So I'll expect this accuracy deviation to become about 97% of the races correctly called. With the governorships, I think I will be correct in at least 2 out of 3. So that makes it 30 out of 35, or 30 out of 36, so that's 83% correct. And with the Senate, I think I will get, again, 2 out of 3. So that becomes 32 out of 35 correct. So overall, this has been